Was so excited. I was so excited to go live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. And I had to reboot my computer because StreamYard was not finding my camera. It would for Zoom, but it wouldn't for here. So, you got to just flow with it, baby. So I'm a few minutes behind schedule. Hopefully that still works for you. I am very excited to come to you live today at my new time, 3 o'clock on Mondays, right here. And I want to know if you struggle knowing exactly what to release, especially during a full moon. Now, that may not have been what was top of mind for you, but it's top of mind for me, as tomorrow is a super full moon. So, how do you even know what you should, clear or release if it's stuck in your subconscious mind, right? Well, if you're wondering what to release and what to focus on, because new moons are supposed, or full moons are supposed to be about releasing, you're not alone. Many people experience this challenge. And in today's live broadcast, I'm going to give you my single best tip on how to figure out what these old patterns are that need to shift once and for all, and to certainly take advantage of the universal energies that are going on. All right. I obviously am Christine Glein. I am known as the Soul Intelligence Coach and the Chief Energy Officer here at the Game Changing Leadership Group. If you happen to be a burned out executive or business owner and you want to become a blissed out leader, and you're interested in learning how to identify and shift what's keeping you from operating in your zone of genius, and learn how to live and love and lead your life in full alignment with your mission, your vision, your values, and your purpose, without having to relive all the trauma of how you got where you are, then you're in exactly the right place. Especially in my soul-led leadership group. So my coaching has a really unique blend of down-to-earth, real-world business know-how from my 30 plus years of being a turnaround specialist, combined with the energetic and spiritual support that provides my clients with near instant transformation. So if you're a burned out executive and this sounds a little bit like you, then just comment hashtag blissed out, and I will hook you up with my new free blissed out leader kit. I mean, who doesn't want that? All right. So most people struggle with putting themselves first, right? And putting yourself first instead of everybody else on your priority list can be rather daunting, right? You struggle with guilt or shame or even codependence and just overdoing for others and not really holding your own boundaries. Sound like anybody? Yeah. Then you become depleted, exhausted, burnt out, and resentful. Does that sound familiar? Well, no more. Today, I am going to share with you my single best strategy on how to leverage the universal energy of the super full moon tomorrow and help you release what's no longer serving you. So, are you ready? All right, let's dig in. I told you earlier today, if you saw me, that I was going to share with you what is the super full moon, my dog Stella, and my coach have to do with soul intelligence. Well, it actually has to do with me giving myself permission to follow my own lead. Let me tell you a story. Last week, I was walking Stella and Fletcher. Those of you who have seen me before, I'm a big dog lover. I got a cute little beagle named Fletcher and a bigger puppy, much bigger than I thought she was going to be, terrier mix Stella. And on our walk, they saw this older man walking with a cane on the opposite side of the road. He was very, very sweet. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the cane, the stick, they lost their minds and they pulled the leashes so hard that I fell over and I skinned my knee in two places. Kind of like one for each of them, a little scrape and a big scrape. Well, as you can imagine, I was hurt, I was upset, and I was embarrassed that they were walking me. So I decided right then and there that on the very next walk, I was going to use something called a gentle leader with Stella in particular, who pulls me the whole time, so that she wouldn't pull me anymore. I did it and it worked. I decided I was going to follow my own lead and put my needs first, right? They are no longer walking me, I am walking them. I also had about an hour open up on my calendar one afternoon last week. And although, my mind was telling me I should focus on business development, I decided to tune into my body, which was telling me I needed to rest. My heart was telling me I needed to show myself some compassion. And my soul was shouting that it was time to go within and receive. So with a 3-to-1 vote, I listened to my soul intelligence and I went within. And the meditation I picked actually was one where I received so much nourishing energy that I was able to be much more productive for the rest of my day. Again, I followed my own lead, right? Instead of pushing and forcing, I went within and received and was in a much better place to continue my day. All right, one final example. Later in the week, I decided to stay on a client call that was running long rather than attending a coaching support call for myself. Which, if you're a coach, you also believe in coaching, you want to receive coaching, ordinarily it's, you better pour into your own cup. Well, I decided that this work opportunity was more important than the accountability call that I was scheduled to attend. And I decided I was going to follow my own lead, again, putting what I felt was in my best interest first. So let's look at this energetically on a broader view now that I've shared with you. One of the nicest things I think about working with a coach is typically they've gone through things so that you don't have to, or that you can relate and help you get coached around those things, right? If you've kind of, whatever I've walked through, I'm able to help my clients walk through. So let's look at this energetically. In the past 60 days, we had 2 eclipses. Mercury was retrograde. And as of June 4th, although Mercury is direct now, but as of June 4th, Saturn went retrograde. All of these events stir up big transformation, change, and caused us to rewind, review, and rethink old patterns and habits that aren't netting us the outcomes that we seek. So now that we're in Saturn retrograde, it's going to stick around for a little while. I want you to know that Saturn is all about taking responsibility for yourself, for owning your personal authority and sovereignty. And you may know sovereign is my word for the year, right? Being my own sovereign person, putting me first. I realized I had been doing what the dogs wanted me to do. I had been doing what my coach wanted me to do. And I had not been doing what I know I needed to do for me. I know my number one strategy to avoid burnout is to go within, right? And that's the number one strategy I want to share with you today. Listen to what your mind, your body, your heart, and your soul are telling you. You can't do that if you're constantly running around and taking care of everybody and everything else. So you need to give yourself the gift of taking a few moments to get quiet and determine what's really going to support you in this moment. Ask your higher self, what are you being shown? What is your current opportunity to shift? What's the lesson? What's the pattern? How should you be holding your own self accountable? In what ways can you put your own needs first? And how can you create the outcomes you want? All of those questions can be answered by taking a time out and going within. And that's before you put yourself under constant stress, right? So let's recap. In this video, I shared with you the importance of following your own lead to avoid burnout and how to go within to find the answers you need and know what to release. So I wish you a wonderful super full moon release tomorrow, and encourage you that if you like this video, please hit the like button, let me know it. And if you'd like to get my absolutely brand new this week, completely blissed out leader kit to support you and take advantage of tomorrow's super full moon just in time, then simply comment below with hashtag blissed out, and I will get it over to you. And if you probably all have a friend who needs to know this stuff, so please feel free to share it with them so that we can raise the collective vibe together and take advantage of these supporting energies. I'd love to hear if you're down with the Shift to Monday broadcast too. So let me know. And as I am super excited to kick my week off with all of you. So thank you so much for tuning in, finding me, and I wish you all of you, a very happy releasing tomorrow with our big super full moon. Until next week, I will talk to you.